Hello Aquarius, welcome to your October 2022 tarot reading. Now, this is a general reading, so always take what resonates with you. And if the spirit leads you into this video, even if it is already after October 2022, there must be a reason behind it. So just use your intuition and try to see what is the message of the spirit, the universe, or your spirit guides for you. Things that will help you in your spiritual journey. Okay, so okay, here we have it. We adjust it a little. And then, so above is this upper row is the message of the universe and your spirit guides for you. Okay, your angels and your guardians, no? And in the middle are the events that are presently happening or physically happening in your life. Okay, put them there. So this second level are the things that are happening in the physical realm. And then finally, these are the things that are happening in your emotions, in your mind, in their subconscious, no? In the subconscious realm. Okay, so the upper part can be in your conscious realm, and then this one is in the emotions and in your subconscious realm. Okay. Okay, so we'll just arrange the cards a little. Okay, we need a little bit up there. Adjust it a little bit up. Okay, good. Adjust a little back. Okay, so for the message of the spirit for you, okay. So it seems in the recent past, you were given choices by the universe. As you can see here. Okay, let's adjust a little bit more. It's a little bit. Okay. So here you can see in your physical realm, no? In the recent past, these two cards, you seem to be given by the universe certain choices, no? And for some of you, it could have been given intuitively. Okay. It can have, for some of you who are intuitive, it could have come through a vision or a dream, no? And there were several gifts that were given to you. We have here the 7 of Cups. So there are 7 gifts that were given to you, and these gifts were related to your emotions, things that can affect your emotion. Like for example, your self-love, can be romantic relationship, no? There are some temptations, maybe some dark sides of you that you realize, no? Here also the dark side can be here, can be some temptations, no? Can be also the riches, properties and success, no? So these are the things that really preoccupied not only your mind but mostly your emotions, and this preoccupied you, and it led you to some form of indecision. Okay, so because you had a lot of choices in the recent past, you were undecided. You were undecided on which one to choose, or which path to choose, or which of the gifts that the universe has given you to choose from. Okay, so you had to balance it, and because everything was not very clear. I mean, you could see up to a certain point, but everything was not every. It was not completely. It was not very clear. There are certain aspects in the choices that you are not sure. Okay, well, it's true, sometimes we could only see up to a certain point, but there's a certain mystery in it. So you were trying to weigh them intellectually, But at the same time, it was not only intellectually. The Two of Swords could symbolize, the sword can symbolize trying to decide things consciously, but at the same time, you were also blindfolded. When you blindfold a person, the other senses become more sensitive. So it seems that somehow you did not only rely on your logical mind to make the choices or decision, but you also relied on your intuition. Behind you is a steady sea, okay, a very still waters. So somehow you also relied on your intuition, but you remained grounded. But at the same time, also you were intuitive, and you were trying to make a good decision in it. And when you look at it above this area where you were trying to decide on whatever choice you have to make, there is the word intuition. And then here we have the universal mind. So it says here, you are about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. Okay, so during that time, the problem was trying to make a choice. And somehow the universe was assuring you that you are about to receive the solution to your problem or concern. And somehow it was related to the intuition. The universe is trying to give you, is going to try to help you make a good decision by trying to send messages through your intuition. You're learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. So somehow the choices that situation where you had to make choices was somehow in a certain thing, in a certain way, a blessing in disguise, because somehow it led you to rely more on your intuition, and you start to learn and trust more your intuition in making this decision. So here again, you see here, in the realm of the subconscious mind, you were really trying to weigh things, no? At the same time, you see here, he was trying to weigh things consciously. He was looking at the situation closely, just as this person was looking at the cups closely. This juggler, which is the Two of Pentacles, was looking at the Two Pentacles closely and trying to judge them. But at the same time, as he tries to make the decision, he was guided by the presence of the infinite, the presence of the divine, the presence of the spirit. It was because the spirit was the one who gave him the pentacles. The spirit was holding the pentacles, as if the spirit, the infinity sign, was placing the pentacles into the hands of this person. So somehow you recognize that it was a gift from the divine, and you were also, as you make your decision, you were allowing the divine to guide you. At the same time, behind you is the sea again, and at the same time, you are also grounded in reality. You were dancing, in a certain sense. You were dancing between the inner and the outer world, trying to make a good decision. And as you try to make a good decision, yeah, there are certain moments where there might have been some turmoil or anxiety within you, as symbolized by this wave and the ships that are trying to navigate through the waves. So you're trying to navigate between your emotions at the same time. So you were, at a certain sense, it also gave you some sort of anxiety. At the same time, here is the Five of Pentacles. No, somehow whatever this gift is, it is also related to prosperity. At the same time, it can be for some of you, suddenly what came to me is about health also. So yeah, there is also this consideration of your health in the recent past. And at the same time, in the recent past, you were at a point wherein you are undecided, and in a certain sense, you felt a little bit vulnerable. Yeah, because you couldn't make a certain decision at that time. You were balancing things. At the same time, you felt a little bit vulnerable. For some of you, you might have been a little bit incapacitated, and you couldn't, you somehow lost this capacity to move forward, no, just as symbolized by this person with the crutches, no. Somehow you had some difficulty at that time when you were making a decision. You felt a little bit vulnerable, just as these two persons were exposed to the elements. But at the same time, you were also proactive. You didn't allow yourself to be to remain vulnerable. You were walking around and looking for shelter. The beauty about it is again, there is a church behind them, and the church somehow has some light that are filtering out. So somehow it's as if, again, as you felt vulnerable and tried to proactively find a proper solution to the choices that you need to make, you were also again aware of the presence of the divine, as if the divine is just walking with you, That maybe you were walking and trying to find the answer. You were trying to find the entrance to the church also. So maybe this one can be also there's an open door in the church, and that you were just proactively trying to find that open door so that you can enter and find shelter. So somehow, yeah, you recognize that it was a gift, and at the same time, you had to make choices. But at the same time, as you were making choices, you felt a little bit vulnerable, but you were proactively trying to find a way to find solution in it. Now, in the present moment, it seems that somehow after you made these choices, no, you were able to organize your life. As you see here, these choices were the cups were a little bit scattered. Here in the nine of cups, everything is already placed in order. So somehow, you were able to prioritize things, no, put which is the most important, and then we're able to arrange also those that are less important. Somehow, maybe for some of you, this is only by trying to find out, because these were gifts given to you by the universe. You are just trying to find out maybe which one is the top priority and which are the others that are less important. And somehow at this present moment, you were able to organize it already. You were able to put them at which one is the most important, and then you were able to prioritize things, and somehow you feel a little bit more stable. If here you felt a little bit vulnerable in the Five of Pentacles in the recent past, in the present moment you seem to be stable, and you are sitting down. A person who is sitting down with both his feet on the ground symbolizes a person who is stable. He is smiling. In the Nine of Cups, the person is smiling. So you seem to be a little bit more at peace now. Okay, so somehow after a moment of indecision, you find somehow a certain stability, and somehow a stability also with your emotion. If before in the Two of Pentacles, the waves are a little bit unstable, no, somehow you were able to find stability at this time. And the gifts from the universe continue to come, as symbolized by the Eight of Wands. It seems that the universe constantly communicate with you. Somehow, learning about intuition, you were learning at the recent past to embrace and trust your inner knowing. Somehow, it helped you open more your chakras and your senses. You became more sensitive and more intuitive. And now the universe is constantly sending you messages. No? It seems that the universe is constantly communicating with you, and it's coming. It's coming from heaven, going down to you, and these are very promising ones that are falling. They have a lot of shoots that are growing from them. So somehow you were able to find some organization. No, you were able to organize your life, and maybe it is related because for some of you, maybe a mentor came into your life. At that moment when you had to organize your life, somehow in the recent past you were a little bit disorganized. It seems that somebody came into your life. You are about to meet a person of high integrity who will guide you in the right direction. So for some of you, a mentor might have arrived and have guided you, so that led you to be a little bit more organized right now. Or at the same time, for some of you, this mentor has not yet arrived but will still arrive. Okay, but now that you are more organized, now somehow it's like when we are prepared, then the teacher will come. Okay, when you are ready, then the teacher will come. So it can be also that after you have organized your life, after you were able to prioritize the things, no, in your life, you were able to organize it a little bit more, then somehow you are ready to be taught by the mentor. So somehow, so just be aware, somebody might come along your way who might be guiding you. It can be this kind of person, no. This person has in the Nine of Pentacles, no, it's very interesting, no. You have the Nine of Cups, and then beside that Nine of Cups is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you seems to be here who is stable. At the same time, you see here that this is the masculine energy and the feminine energy. So it can be that the mentor can also potentially be a romantic partner, or it can just be a friend. No? But somehow this is a feminine energy, somebody who is very intuitive. So whoever this mentor is, this can be somebody who is very intuitive, as symbolized by the falcon in the hand of the woman. She has this person has good boundaries. As you see here, the falcon couldn't hurt the hand of the woman or the feminine energy because there is a glove that protects her. Okay, So she is in touch with her inner world at the same time, symbolized by the falcon, whose eyes are again covered. You see here, this person, his eyes are covered in the two of sword in the recent past, which symbolizes you. Now, this person has a falcon whose eyes is covered. No, so it can be also, it can symbolize that the feminine, this is your masculine, and this can also symbolize your feminine, and the falcon can symbolize that mentor who is very intuitive. No? So this falcon usually flies and goes to the hand of the woman or the feminine energy, so the owner so somehow it can be that the falcon can symbolize the mentor that arrives into your life, and this falcon is very, very intuitive, and somehow you are listening to the falcon, you are looking at the falcon as if communicating with the falcon, so it's as if you are collaborating with the falcon somehow. Yes, you are listening and allowing yourself to be guided, and it seems that the abundance flourishes. There is an abundance around your life right now. Everything is flourishing in the garden. You see a lot of pentacles that are growing, so somehow the labors, whatever you have done, you were able to organize your life, and things are starting to bloom in your life. Everything is beautiful, the weather is fine, your life is well, and at the same time somebody came, symbolized by the falcon. It can be your mentor in life, so it can be like that. It can be also, it can symbolize that the mentor is a feminine energy who is very intuitive, and yeah, there's a possibility also of a romantic relationship. That can be, the mentor can be this person. You know how it is when a soulmate comes, no? The soulmate teaches us about life. They are meant to go into our life in order to help us move forward. So for some of you, it might be that somebody will come along who can be a soulmate, and will be again the same time also a mentor and will help you. Or for those of you who are happily single, a mentor can come into your life right now, and this mentor will help you to deepen even further this intuition that was given to you in the recent past, to help you to listen more to the messages from the universe as symbolized by the Eight of Wands. And for some, below this one, there is this Three of Wands. No, the Three of Wands can symbolizes a person who is starting a new venture. So somehow you are, now that you have organized your life, you are now beginning a new chapter in your life, and you are already ready to face that new chapter. You are a person who's already dressed for the work. You have prepared, or you're ready, yourself already, and you really want to go into this venture. So for some of you, it seems like with the help of this mentor, you will be able to start already planting and learning things in the area of intuition. You see this person, he's looking at the sea, as if a person who is spending more time, dedicating his time into intuition, meditation, contemplation. No, somebody who faces the sea. If before you were behind, you were just aware of the presence of the sea behind you, maybe in the Two of Swords, you were listening to the sea. It made you feel more at peace, more calm to make the right decision. Now you are facing the sea. If before you were not looking at the sea in the Two of Swords, in the Three of Wands, you are now looking at the sea. It's as if you are really spending more attention into intuition, into contemplation and meditation, and you were listening to somebody who is guiding you so that you can deepen this one. Above it says judgment. You are being asked to let go of all judgments and forgive those who judge you. Okay, so somehow, yes, when you go into the journey of learning more about intuition, you need to let go of your misconceptions or prejudices about the spirit realm. No, it's like an emptying. You need to empty yourself of what you have learned in the past in order to allow the spirit to fill up your cups. When you look at the Nine of Cups here, the cups are all empty. It's as if you have prepared the 9 cups behind you, which can symbolize, behind you can symbolize like something that is related to your intuition. You have emptied your cups in order to allow the spirit to fill it up through the Eight of Wands. So here you see, quite interesting. What came to my mind right now is the Eight of Wands are eight wands that are coming from the divine and is going to fill up 8 of the cups behind you. There's another cup that is not yet filled because this is the 9 of cups. I feel that it is the mentor who will fill up the ninth cup. Okay, so it seems that for you, Aquarius, right now, you're in the process of learning in the inner world, and it seems that somebody is going to come your way and is going to help you. What is being asked of you right now by the universe, by the spirit, is to empty your cups and let go of all what you have learned in the past to allow the spirit to fill it up, to fill up your cup. Okay, so you let go of your the things that you've learned in the past. I mean, to set it aside for a while so that the cup will be empty and allow the spirit to teach you. Sometimes the thing that becomes a hindrance for us to learning new things is because we have learned some things about it's like it's not really throwing everything out of the window. No, it's not that. It's about learning to set aside the things that we've learned to allow new things to come in and to be open to it. Sometimes it will conflict with what we have learned. Like for example, if you are learning a new language, if for example you in the previously you have learned something about Spanish and now you are trying to learn about Italian. If you don't set aside a little bit what you've learned in Spanish, it will conflict with your Italian and you will find it difficult to learn more the language which is Italian. So at a certain point, you need to set aside the things that you've learned so that it will not clash with the new things that you are learning. And then later on, when you already are able to receive the new lessons, then gradually you are able to correlate it with the past ones and you will be able to learn more. So somehow there's a certain setting aside first of the things that you've learned to allow new things to come in. Okay. Now in the near future, what will happen is that you will undergo metamorphosis. If you will be docile to your mentor, okay, and you will be docile to the new teachings of the spirit that will deepen your spiritual journey. If you will be docile to them, if you will set aside first the things that you've learned so that you will be able to later on correlate them together, then you will really start with the Three of Wands. You will be entering into a new chapter of your life, and it will be a chapter of transformation. So in the near future, you will undergo metamorphosis. Like the caterpillar that emerges from the cocoon, you are about to get your wings. Okay, so in the near future, if you would follow this flow of things, no, if you will be able to organize now you are organizing your life, and you will allow the mentor and the spirit and the universe to guide you with your spiritual guides also, then you will undergo transformation and it will allow you to fly in the near future. At the same time, physically, people will notice that you will be a stronger person. You are a person who will be able to face challenges with confidence, but at the same time, people will feel that you are a person that is guided by the presence of the divine, as symbolized by the infinity here in the strength card. In the strength card, you see this person that is constantly aware of God's presence, and people will start to feel that also. They will start to feel a certain confidence within you, and that you will be able to face challenges in your life more confidently. So somehow you will develop inner strength, and at the same time there will be union of your inner. There will be union within you, the yin and the yang, and at the same time, again, the presence of the divine and the universe guiding you. You will be flourishing. There will be some temptations, but you will be preoccupied listening to the divine. So you will be able to really undergo this certain transformation. The lovers can symbolize a holistic transformation of a person, wherein everything becomes balanced in your personality. Your heart, your mind, and your soul are in union with each other. There is a certain marriage of the inner and the outer part of you. Your mind, your soul, your body, everything in your aspect will be equal. So somehow, for me, it symbolizes more of the spiritual union within you. And at the same time, you see here, half of the card shows the presence of the divine, and half shows your union, your wholeness as a person. So somehow, You see here, they are starting to become, to flourish, but there's still more work to be done. As you can see, there's a bare mountain behind you. So somehow you will undergo a holistic transformation here, and there will be a certain wholeness in your person, and a certain, so you see here, things are going well. Now if you will just follow this flow of things, allow the spirit to guide you, allow your mentor to enrich you, then you will be able to attain this oneness. So for me, the lovers symbolizes more of this inner marriage, inner union of your being. At the same time, will be a career transition. For some of you, as you undergo this transformation, you might have some career transition. For example, maybe for some of you, you will transition into a work that is more related to intuition, like for example, psych counseling, or light worker, being a light worker, or being something that is related to humanitarian work, something like that. Now, so for some of you, you will undergo some career transition. Your soul is yearning for your soul is yearning for a career aligned with passion and purpose. Okay, so somehow this enlightenment that you are starting to have in the near future, it will allow you to have a clearer idea of where the spirit would like to lead you. It seems that the spirit has a special mission for you to accomplish, and it will become clearer in the future. And somehow, for some of you, you might undergo some career change, and this career change may be related to the transformation that you are undergoing right now. So when you undergo transformation, like for example, the caterpillar is very different from the butterfly. So if before the caterpillar was moving forward with the hundreds of legs that he has, as it moves forward, now the butterfly doesn't have anymore those hundreds of legs. The butterfly only has 6 legs, but it has a very big pair of wings, and somehow they are able to move faster than the caterpillar, and they are now using the wings. So somehow, as just the caterpillar transforms into a butterfly again, for you, as you undergo transformation, for some of you, you might undergo some career transition, because your capacity changes, and your somehow the direction that you are going will change. And there will be a closing of chapter, just as here we have the 10 of swords. When you look at the 10 of swords, you see here a person who just died, and all the tensions are the one that caused him to death, but that this person that caused the death. Okay, but this person is looking at the sunrise. So somehow I feel, what I feel right now is that whatever anxieties that you have in the past, things that have made you, like here in the recent past, we have the 5 of Pentacles, where the person feels very vulnerable, and in the 7 of Cups, he feels undecided. Also in the 2 of Swords, he was struggling. Somehow all these anxieties, all these uncertainties will be gone in the near future if you will allow all these things. And somehow what I feel is a new sunrise will be before you, and somehow there will be a more peaceful life. I feel that you are more, the challenges will still be there, but somehow you will be able to face these challenges more with peace. This inner calm that you have, just like the strength, the strength card here. The lion can symbolize all the challenges that you face in life, but you face this challenge with confidence, at the same time with peace. You see this person touching and caressing the lion with peace. She's reaching out the lion with confidence, at the same time in a gentle, loving way. So you will be facing challenges in your life in a gentle, loving way, and at the same time, you see here the High Priestess symbolizes the inner part. Somehow it symbolizes that yes, you will have the certain composure of the High Priestess, who is very calm, looking out into the world, but at the same time being guided by the veil behind her, which can symbolize intuition. She is looking at the world with calmness. At the same time, she is very sensitive. The cycles, the moon can symbolize here the cycles of the moon. It means that the person is very sensitive to the world. She is very much aware of the changes of the cycles of the moon, very much aware of the environment that she is in. She is very sensitive to them. using them as tools in order to allow the universe to guide her. Just as here we have the eight of wands, no, somehow she is already mastering, and you see here she's holding a scroll. The scroll can symbolize a certain wisdom. It's as if, it's like, also for me, it symbolizes also a certain diploma after you have been undergoing some guidance from a mentor. Somehow you have graduated and you're holding the scroll. It's like holding a diploma. It's like being in the stage also at the same time, but you will have this certain intuition, certain intuitive capacity as the high priestess. You're able to go to the portal of your heart, no, in order to be in touch with the divine. Here you have here the you can see here the seventh chakra, or the crown chakra, very much open with the high priestess. So you will be some of you, the intuition will be fully developed. And then there's, you see here, the balance between the dark and the white and the light, no, the yin and the yang, symbolized by the lovers. So there's a certain balance in your personality. There will be a certain balance in your personality in the near future. And somehow, yes. So when you see here the flow of things, no, from a person, from the past, recent past, where you are undecided, in the present moment you are now able to balance your life, and somebody comes along. Now that you have balanced your life, somebody comes along to guide you, and the universe also brings you certain lessons in life. You will undergo, if you allow this process to continue, you will undergo transformation, and you will attain a certain balance in your life, and there will be a closing of a certain chapter, and a new chapter opens, a new dawn begins. But at the same time, somehow you will be undergoing a certain in the near future, you will be more at peace, more confident. There will be less tensions, and you will be able to successfully go out of this sense of insecurity that you had in the past. So this is what I see right now for you, Aquarius, for the month of October. This is a very good journey of transformation. You are starting to deepen in your spiritual journey, and allow the spirit to guide you. Allow your spirit guides to guide you. And whoever this person is coming into your life, allow this mentor to teach you and to help you to move forward into your life, in order that you will be able to reach this transformation that is promised in your near future. Well, I hope that this has been very fruitful for you, Aquarius. I hope to see you again in the next readings, and may God continue to bless your ways.